Slowly but surely, Bronny James is starting to come into his own as a loaded Sierra Canyon team player. Bronny will have to decide on his basketball future in 2023 when he graduates from high school. James's 6'3" frame has filled out nicely and added some pop-on drives to the rim through traffic or transition. One of his strengths is his ability to make the catch and shoot jump shots, and he is a fantastic passer. James gives reasonable effort on the defensive end where he plays with toughness and versatility. There are times where he can be a bit passive on the offensive end, but overall, he has made positive strides as a junior. At the same time, Victor Wembanyama represents a new breed of NBA-bound big men that the league has missed for a long time. He is a 7'4" player with an 8-foot wingspan and uses his length to defend the perimeter while blocking everything around the basket. He's for sure a future star. But in a nutshell, how do these future stars compare? Come along. James is in his senior year of high school at Sierra Canyon and is not ranked as highly as his father was in his final year of high school. One of the things that set LeBron apart as a teenager was his incredible physique. He was already 6'9", and while he wasn't as strong as he is now, as an 18-year-old, he bullied other high schoolers up and down the court. Bronny does not have that luxury. He is 6'3" and weighs around 180 pounds. He can create shots off the dribble and has a court vision similar to his father, who plays point guard. Bronny plays with a certain ease that can only be attributed to his father's inherited knowledge of the game. Bronny James is ranked the number 7 shooting guard and number 46 overall in the class of 2023 by 24/7 Sports Composite. Those rankings indicate that Bronny has a good chance of attending a top college and contributing immediately. Though his plans remain unknown, Bronny was expected to join a professional league at first, with the teenager having the opportunity of joining the NBA G League, Overtime Elite, or another league. However, his father, LeBron, stated in a recent interview that he is now likely to attend college, with him expected to attend Ohio State after being born and raised in Cleveland. It has been long assumed that LeBron would go to any length to play with his son in the NBA, and the 4-time champion, MVP, and Finals MVP has in recent interviews confirmed this. In an interview with Lloyd, James said, "My last year will be played with my son. Wherever Bronny is at, that's where I'll be. I would do whatever it takes to play with my son for 1 year. It's not about the money at that point." However, no official offers are listed on his recruitment page. James, at 6'3" and 190 pounds, isn't the physically imposing figure his father was when he was his age, but he is a skilled player who made an impression at the Nike Peach Jam. Just recently, Beats by Dre signed a new partnership with LeBron James' son. Bronny James, a senior at Sierra Canyon School in Los Angeles, became the company's first high school athlete to sign an NIL contract. It's only natural that the high schooler would sign with Beats by Dre, given that his father was the first athlete to do so in 2008. This isn't the first major NIL contract that James has signed, though. Nike Basketball announced its partnership with James also a few weeks ago, making him the brand's 5th student athlete. These deals come as James evaluates the college basketball environment. In contrast to his father, the high schooler intends to play in college. Ohio State, Oregon, and USC are among the schools rumored to be actively recruiting the young basketball star. Bronny is not eligible to be drafted until 2024 unless the rules change. That means he could play in college, overseas, or the G League in 2023-24, or take the year off. The G League has grown in popularity among prospects who do not want to be one-and-done collegiate players. The G League is effective at preparing players for the NBA, but if Bronny requires multiple years of preparation, playing at a top-tier college program may be his best bet. One factor to consider is how long LeBron plans to play, given that he is 37 years old and in his 19th season. Injuries have afflicted him recently, but he is still playing at a high level, averaging 29.1 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 6.5 assists per game. He might not be in a hurry to retire, so he might be willing to wait a few years while Bronny goes to college. However, LeBron will become free after the 2022-23 season. Bronny's commitment to enter the draft in 2024 would make it easier for LeBron to place himself to become a free agent again during Bronny's draft year. Bronny may not be fully NBA ready by 2024, but the lure of acquiring both LeBron and Bronny should ensure that a team takes a chance on him regardless. Too much about Bronny, let's hear about Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama represents a new breed of NBA-bound big man that the league has not seen before. He is a 7'4" player with an 8-foot wingspan and uses his length to defend the perimeter while blocking everything around the basket. He is influenced by Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Rudy Gobert. Victor's shot-making ability of any all-star guard currently played in the league is a generational prospect. There's no doubt that Wembanyama has the tools to be a superstar in the NBA. Since clips of him playing exclusively in France went viral when he was 16, NBA commentators have been raving about Wemby. In the 2022 preseason, he scored 37 and 34 points in back-to-back games against elite-level competition. Playing for the Metropolis 92, Wembanyama and his teammates were in the United States for a two-game series against the NBA G League Ignite. The result was split, with each team winning a game. However, the 7'4", 18-year-old French national caught everyone's eye. Wembanyama averaged 36.5 points and 4.5 blocks while shooting excellently from the deep. Wembanyama has been lauded as being the NBA's most promising prospect since LeBron James in 2003. This is high praise considering that GMs such as Danny Ainge was willing to trade any current player in the league except Kobe Bryant for a 15-year-old LeBron. Wembanyama, who was born in the Paris suburb of Les Chesnay in 2004, comes from an athletic and tall family. His father, Felix, is a 6'6" long jumper, and his mother, Elodie, is a 6'3" former basketball player and coach. And it's not just his towering stature that makes Wembanyama such a unique physical proposition for opponents. With a wingspan recently measured at 8 feet, he's a fearsome shot blocker, rim protector, and a virtually unstoppable perimeter shooter. Despite his inexperience, the center appears to have an intuitive understanding of the offensive and defensive game. Victor will not be eligible for the NBA draft until 2023. Even though the NBA draft is almost a year away, executives are already looking forward to it. To avoid injuries, the executives have asked Wembanyama's agent to keep him off the field until the draft. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver urged the teams not to tank their seasons to increase their chances of landing the #1 pick and get their hands on Wembanyama. Not only NBA executives, but also players and superstars are keeping a close eye on Victor Wembanyama. The first person to mention it was the king, LeBron James. He referred to Victor as an alien and showered him with praise. When Wembanyama heard about it, he couldn't stop gushing. Victor Wembanyama is the most exciting prospect in the 2023 draft and possibly the most promising young player since LeBron James entered the league nearly 2 decades ago. And he didn't disappoint in his first appearance in the United States, scoring 37 points on 11 attempts, including 7 3-pointers and blocking 5 shots. Because of his brilliance, many believe some teams are already considering tanking to get a shot at him with the first overall pick in the draft. Victor made his professional debut for Nanterre in the Euro Cup in 2019. He made his LNB Pro A debut a year later and won the 2020-21 Pro A Best Young Player of the Year award. Last season, the Frenchman signed a 3-year contract with ASVEL, but after winning the Best Young Player award for the second year in a row, he opted out of the franchise to join Metropolitans 92, his current club.